I get to see you.
Estamos diretamente do Estamos diretamente do Centro de Exposições do Shop.org, desse gigante evento de varejo digital do mundo aqui em Seattle. E agora vamos começar a conversar com as pessoas dos estandes, o que é que eles têm para oferecer, qual é a inovação que cada estande, que cada serviço está sendo prestado nesse exato momento. Então, vamos começar aqui com a Yottaa. Yottaa é uma empresa, é uma plataforma que aumenta a sua performance, a performance do seu site, do seu website e de tudo que você precisa. E eles falam aqui de uma mágica que incrementa em 20% a sua conversão. Então isso me chamou muita atenção, chamou a atenção do Fred. Como é que aumenta 20% a conversão? Então isso é uma coisa que nos interessa, porque a conversão é exatamente se a cada 100 pessoas que entram no seu site, quantas compram? Uma, duas? Então eles propõem aumentar 20%. Ok, Ariel? Nice to meet you. Thank you to talk to our people, our audience. What's the magic? How you increase conversion up to 20%?
So Yottaa is a cloud-based platform. It sits in between your end user customer and your infrastructure. And what we do is we automatically optimize the end user experience by looking at the customer's context. So what device they're on, where they're located in the world, and how fast their network connection is. And then we tailor your content to their device type, to their experience that they're having, so that it's fast, it's free from errors, and that we can optimize then what they're seeing and when they're seeing that information. So for example, as a marketer, you would try to get customers involved in your site to have them engage with you by adding things like social media, rich content, video files. And then you'd also try to raise their perception of quality and trustworthiness by adding things like trust icons, security icons, reviews from other users that have had a good experience. All of these things are critically important, but if you try to load all of them immediately into a device, it can often slow down the rendering or create errors. For example, if Facebook has a bad day and you have a Facebook widget, then your site may not load until Facebook fixes their problem. So what Yottaa does beyond just making sites faster is also to sequence the way that the content is delivered to the end user so that they're receiving the most important information that's visible in the viewport first. So if you're an e-commerce site, we'll present your goods that you're offering them first, and then as they're interacting with your site, we actually have a process that speaks to our cloud service as the customer is scrolling and clicking that lets us know the user's now moved to an area of the page where there should be social media. At that point, we'll deliver the social media to the device so that we don't have to send it all ahead of time. This means that the customer has a very flawless, seamless experience no matter what page they go to. And we're using all of the content that's important to you to engage that user in a way that is actually engaging, that's ready to meet them when they're ready to receive it. So if they see the shoe, for example, on your website, if it's an online apparel website, and they want to share that information with a customer, once they've viewed it and they're looking down below the image to understand where to share that information, we'll serve up the social media content at that point. So it's ready for the user to click on. And then in that way, it's easier for your IT basically to maintain a site platform that's performant and secure, and easier for marketing to be able to add things without concerning themselves with how that's going to impact the user experience.
It's like a real-time information, but how it comes? What kind of information? The e-commerce has a dashboard or
Yes.
Something like that?
Well, so you have an e-commerce platform that would have its own dashboards and controls. Yottaa has our own cloud-based dashboard. So we're actually independent of what you do with your e-commerce solution. So if you use, for example, Magento or Demandware or Hybris, you would do whatever you normally would with your content, with your campaigns, but we would keep those optimized then automatically by constantly, as you said, in real time, dynamically transforming the content so that it's appropriate for your users. So we can show you the impact that it's having on your business metrics. We'll show you the impact on conversion rate or bounce and abandonment rate or page views, time on site, things of that nature. And we'll keep you focused on only optimizing content that's driving those business metrics. But at the end of the day, it's an independent solution from your e-commerce platform, and it's an independent solution from your IT infrastructure as well. So it's basically the glue that holds everything together and keeps it performing well.
Ok, let's try to translate a little bit. Bom, pessoal, o que ele falou basicamente, Yottaa é uma plataforma independente da plataforma de e-commerce que você tem, pode ser Magento, ou WordPress, ou qualquer plataforma que existente, que você contrate para o seu e-commerce, para a sua loja virtual. E o que ele faz é aumentar a performance baseado na resposta que ele dá para o usuário. Ou seja, o usuário pode vir de qualquer device, de qualquer aparelho, de qualquer qualquer aparelho, notebook, smartphone, qualquer coisa, e ele consegue entender se através dessa conexão como pode aumentar a performance e dar essa resposta em tempo real por qualquer problema que aconteça exatamente naquele momento, seja através de uma rede social, qualquer coisa que esteja acontecendo, a Yottaa, ela dá essa informação através de um dashboard, de um painel, onde o dono do site, o dono do e-commerce pode melhorar sua performance e atender aquela expectativa em tempo real. Então, basicamente, o que eles oferecem é um serviço, né, Fred? Então, Fred, o que você entendeu disso e eu queria saber como aplicar isso para o varejo tradicional, de que forma a gente pode usar o Yottaa para melhorar as vendas, porque, como ele disse, uma mágica aumenta 20%, então, assim, fiquei curioso com isso aí. O que você acha, Fred?
Eu acho que a mágica, João, a mágica está efetivamente em estar olhando o tempo inteiro. Estar acompanhando o caminho do consumidor no e-commerce, entendendo de onde ele está vindo, por que ele está vindo, velocidade de conexão, tipos de conexão, né, que ele está, para poder você conseguir fazer com que ele feche a venda, né, com que ele compre. Então, eu acho que a grande dica aqui é estar olhando o cliente o tempo inteiro. Antes de entrar, durante ele está no seu e-commerce, é claro, depois, né? Então, é isso aí.
Ariel, just to make a big finish here, sure. How can we get in touch with Yottaa? What's your business model? I have a e-commerce platform. How can I make business with you?
Sure. So you can reach us at yottaa.com, YOTTAA.com. We're a subscription-based service, so we do annual contracts that you would pay either monthly or annually. It's very easy to get started. It takes between 5 and 10 days to get your site live on the platform, and then we work very closely in an onboarding process with your team, doing all of basically the work of setting your website up on Yottaa and optimizing it for your goals. So our client services team will work closely with you, interview you about what you're trying to do with your system, get everything stood up, go through the QA process together with your QA, and then we launch the site together. The whole process takes anywhere from 5 days in the fastest to when we're working with large enterprises several months, but the actual process of Yottaa putting your site live is very, very easy and we take care of it for you.
Even in Brazil?
Even in Brazil.
Ok, uma empresa global, mundial, fácil de instalar, através de uma assinatura mensal você tem em 5 minutos no seu site, o yottaa.com. É isso aí, pessoal. É isso, Fred? Daqui a pouco a gente volta com mais um conteúdo, mais informação. Waiting on the platform 27 minutes, till I get to see you.